Please give us a brief introduction.
I am Niranjan. I am from Palei-Aarohan district. I am a course celebrate from the production community with my business is titled Power. Instruction and characterization of power synthesis. Currently, I am preparing for competitive exams. My hobbies are making biological and in self-help. My achievements are I was the Assistant General Secretary of Political Forestry in my graduation period, and I have completed my internship on social entrepreneurship from Project Leverage Venture from Austria and UND Foundation from this.
From Palei couple stop this much of the pause for it. Accident, incident pause for it. So you can have an offer in the full stop. Okay, we don't want to say that we are finished match. That they can. Okay, there is a positive introduction. I say positive. You have a CIA coaching. See the English standard. Okay. So, 8 p.m. down in school.
And that's similar to the centenary boys' high school.
Tell us something about Swami Shivananda and currently who is the mother in your temple?
Shivananda was a saint who mainly practiced yoga, and they also founded the Indian Society in Rishikesh. And currently Swami Shivananda Swami is the co-founder of Shivananda Secondary Boys High School.
So 2024 you have completed your university. Forest products management. You don't have any work experience? Playing badminton, ready, self-help book. This is the most renowned self-help book.
I have read about psychology of mind, academic habits. These are my interests.
No, generally accepted best self-help book.
Actually, it has from person to person.
Have you heard books like I Am Okay, You Are Okay? Have you heard the name? No. Playing badminton. Assistant Secretary, General Secretary in undergraduate for as Assistant General Secretary, what were your duties and responsibilities?
In my graduation period, we have actually organized for 100%, and we have also taken major steps regarding sharing our contact numbers with our all faculties and members and among the students, so that in the time of any crisis or any needful moment, they can contact us.
Okay.
This is the first time.
Yes, ma'am.
So why you want to become a forest officer?
And basically, my background is about forestry, so I can use my forest-based knowledge in this forest service.
And for any reason, like you are not able to track,
And currently, I have also given the research civil service training assignment. So I will try to get the from that exam answer and prepare for all administrative exams.
Suppose you got a very good ranking in civil service as well as you got a very good ranking in forest service. So which one you are going to choose and why?
I will choose concept forest officer because it is my background. And I have also done post graduation in forestry, Finland. So I can use my knowledge and also my experience and practical applications into the forest.
You are supposed appointed as a forest officer. And there is an outbreak of very contagious disease in one or two animals in farm. So how we are going to protect the other animals from that? What are the steps or what are the foods you are going to use?
So then, so our best will be
It has already started. So how we are going to avoid the animals? It's only spreading among the animals. Small human beings are not able to find it. So there is a very dense forest. You find that around the some of the deer is being infected with a very infectious disease. And they are not going to protect other deers or other animals from being infected from this. What are the steps of the forest officer that will be there?
first of all, I will try to finding the user behavior process of this aspect of this. Then I will circulate that information among my supervisors and other authorities. Then I will take the necessary actions against that.
Okay. Nowadays, you have to tell services. So, generally, we also we are seeing that animals are entering the villages and stone breaking or fire tractors. They are going to the villages just to avoid them normally. So, what is your opinion that should the same behavior should be done to the people when they enter into the forest or in the name of people to listen?
And actually, it is about human and wildlife conflict. So, human are encroaching the wildlife areas. That's why there are no big chances of animal will be entering into the territory of humans. So, increasing their food inside the forest area, that can be a solution for it.
What is your viewpoint on the present problems the forest departments are now facing? What are the problems and answer forest officers? How you are going to solve it?
Currently, elephants are mainly dying in the forest regions throughout Odisha. So, mainly there are reasons behind it. First one is road train accidents, and second is more electricity wire they are having. So, as a forest officer, I will take steps to aware railway department about the accidental deaths of elephants and death of elephants to electric wire. I will take steps to prepare a special task force, including the forest department and the electricity storm department, so that the necessary steps like removing the source from the transformer, so that and different other sources of it, so that it can be repaired.
So that you are staying in erosion. So what are the 5 things as the person I want to visit erosion? I will get exclusively in future, not on the basis of it. What things? The 5 things that I get exclusively in the
And actually, we say I want to. And second one is about Hasika. How mad the category is origin. Third one is Sangaga and Wataga. These are the two basic places. And now the first part has stated to beautify those places. And the fourth one is beautiful. And fifth one is now under one.
Why it is known as another?
Because all come from a high some that's why it is known as.
And what is the forest which is associated to that area?
Indian South West area, sodium Augusta. Then with several master
No. Suppose you have joined forest office. There is a conflict between the government and the tribals. Okay. And the tribals are not able to understand our language and they are not convinced that government is working for their benefit. So as a media, how we are going to convince them?
I will try to know their problem to the persons actually settled on that problem, and then I will try to begin that problem by playing the reasons and the reasons and so they are people function because they know their languages and their cultures very significant manner, insignificant manner.
There are three tools that come agriculture options. Three tools is AI and which is used in agriculture.
First one is GIS mapping, a geographical information system. Then in use of remote sensing, in agricultural application. Then third one is now drone techniques. Now they will be used for spraying chemicals in our agricultural fields.
Not to prepare. What does badminton reach total access? It will help you in the answer for service.
And badminton teaches us, many badminton teaches us that I am telling you one time in a game, it not decides anything. And everyone that success is part of a process. And continuous learning about anything is what matters the most.
What is the favorite book?
And psychology and
Written by?
modern housing.
This is other books.
And
You know what is there is a book called Iqbal. What does it teach us?
it teaches us about how to be a happy person in today's world through practicing some healthy tips to be a healthier person and managing social skills in other person.
There is one of the most famous book. One monk who served his Ferrari. Heard about this man? Have you read that book? No, who is the author?
There is a long
Who is the author of the book? Was it in the
optional sir, forestry and agriculture. In badminton, who is your favorite player? International and Indian.
India is this.
From Odisha, someone who is very famous, got a lot of medals. Especially especially able Divyang player from Odisha who has received many awards. First Indian to win the all England men's badminton tournament. Who was it? His daughter is a Bollywood star. Have you heard the name of Deepika Padukone? Who is his father? Prakash Padukone, one of the legends of badminton in India. And after him, who also finally major players. Okay. So what is the perimeter length width of the badminton court for singles and doubles?
Generally, sir, it is 30 meter. The length and the breadth is 6 meter.
That is for singles or doubles?
It's for doubles.
For doubles. And then where is the net placed?
Sir, the net placed in the middle, about 1 meter, 1 meter from the ground.
Well, middle of the ground. What is the breadth of the width of the net?
So, sir,
let us move to optional. First, let us move to agriculture and forestry. Some common questions. Have you heard the term polyploidy? What is that? What is polyploidy? You can give some practical examples.
sir, it is the formation of multiple nuclei in a large species. Generally, sir, it is autopolyploid or for examples are the players polyploid.
Okay. And in agriculture, can you tell me what is the relation between crop rotation and soil fertility? Crop rotation will increase fertility or decrease fertility?
Generally, crop rotation decreases soil fertility because if a species is in a longer period on the soil, then it can degrade the nutritional value of the soil. So, addition in crop rotation increases soil nutrient content.
What do you mean by crop rotation? What is the concept of crop rotation?
So, crop rotation is the period between its growth to the harvesting days.
Suppose someone is planting your paddy. After harvesting, again he is planting paddy. Okay. Crop rotation is basically where you are rotating the crop. So I have paddy. After that, I will have another crop, generally in a combination. So if one is particular nutrient deriving, the other crop should nourish that nutrient. Okay, so if one crop is taking away nitrogen, other crop should fix it. Okay, so in that way, your balance of the soil is maintained. If you keep on growing the same crop, every harvesting cycle after the harvesting cycle, then same nutrient will be taken out from the. Okay, so fertility can well put from that. Okay, so that is your concept of crop rotation. So what is multi-tier cropping or multi-level cropping? And in Odisha, what are the combinations and the highest level, middle level, and lowest level?
So generally, the maize with potatoes are used for multi-layer cropping systems. So,
And which part they are using it?
this is the moisture mechanic regions where the rainfall amount is good. In those places, generally, the system is used.
Okay. So in forestry, you have studied about different forest maps. So suppose I need the spot height in a forest map. Or spot height is height at a particular point on the map. So which type of forest map should I use to find out the spot heights?
Generally, these elevator maps that has used generally with a scale of 1:5,000. That is the unit of 200 of elevation.
Then how are you going to find a particular point? Have you heard about 4-figure and 6-figure grid references in forest maps?
So I
Okay. What are the modern methods of finding forest maps? Suppose huge area of forest has started in data information. Okay, what is the most quickest and cost efficient method which can be used? Which should be efficient?
that is because using aeroplane, we have to combine the forest fire in the district.
What is the chemical that they put for aerial fire fighting? They use a chemical which makes either green or reddish color, which is to that water. What is the chemical which is used for firefighting for this forest fires? Okay. Nowadays they are using drones also, swarm drones, together 500,000 drones, and local source of water should be there. Some river pond or whatever. From there they will take the water and they will take it. And since they will be doing it in large drone swarms, that is one. Another is controlled exposure. That also in areas where in dry space they are fires are. What these drones will do, they have specific explosives. They will put them on source of the fire. When they go to the source, it will explode. And the immediate explosion burns out the oxygen. Okay, you know the fire diagram? There are 3 things which are required for a fire. What is that?
Oxygen is there, and it's good.
Okay, because of that, go to that. But you know how to calculate the yield. Okay, yield calculation of timber. So tell me what is the concept of CAI and MAI, how these two are calculated.
CLASSES means point annual increment. It is the increment also increment in spaces in that current year. And MAI means mean annual increment. That is the average growth of a tree to different laws. And then Niranjan will be when CI costs with MAI and each location or actually edge of these spaces.
So, have you heard about Operation Mahadev? Is it? What is that?
It is used for combating the terrorists who participated in the program.
Which security forces were involved? No?
Border security.
Huh? PSF was involved. Sure. In which forests they eliminated this? What was the forest? Name of the forest?
Forest.
Why the name was given Mahadev?
Because of the Lord Zero to remove the impurities.
So that may be on the philosophical side, but that range, that hill range, this forest is there, that is the Mahadev range. Okay, that is why they have given. But what is the new side that is also on the philosophical side is correct. Not on a factual side, because that was in this hill range Mahadev range, it was given the name Mahadev. What is happening between Cambodia and Thailand currently?
There is a after dispute between Cambodia and Thailand, which is now sorted out. And it is mainly for the ancient temples that is done.
So why is it fighting over temples that are also Hindu temples? Shiva temple. They are not practicing Hindu nations. They are maybe Buddhist nations. So Buddhist nations, it's not that it's a huge piece of land. Very small area. Okay, so why is there fighting over a small area?
These temples are actually the source of their cuisine. That mainly generates remuneration for the countries. That's why they are.
If you compare Thailand and Cambodia, economically and militarily, which one is stronger? Thailand is stronger. And who is said to be generally closer to Thailand? China or Africa? Thailand is an ally of important ally, non-neutral ally of US. That is why they have all these fighter jets, F-16 and others, which they use. Cambodia does not have fighter jets, so they have the air force, but they don't have, and they are very close to China. Cambodia is very close to China. So, what is the opinion regarding the demand of United States for India to open its economy, to open its markets for genetically modified food from America? What are the advantages and disadvantages of GM food? And should we open our markets for GM food?
So first of all, this will be a mutually agreed agreement on both participating both the countries. And there are several challenges of opening the market to skilled products and genetically modified crops. So first the challenges are it will be available in the Indian market in a lower price that will affect the farmers of the Indian society. Then there are those several advantages the cost-effective price. In a cost-effective price, Indian population can avail that product. But there are really actually many disadvantages are there. It can also affect the production and productivity of the different species present in India.
So Donald Trump earlier announced that from August 1 tomorrow, what is the percent of tariff he will impose on India?
I think it's 26.
25% cannot be sent today. Okay, and some penalty for using. And what has been India's response today?
Yes, there will be some officials from USA that they are going to see India, so that there will be a mutual consensus between governments.
You think that India should allow to open its dairy and food markets to US for their products to come? Soybean, maize, those kind of things.
So actually, Indian population is mainly dependent on farmer farming and agricultural products. So it should not be open to other countries' products.
What was your opinion regarding India's foreign policy related to Iran-Israel war?
So India is a high country of both the nations, and it also supports both countries, bipartisan countries system, that is Israel and Palestine. And it is saying that to these mutual consensus and dialogues between both the parties, so that no further consequences of that war is there.
Recently, there was some news regarding metro projects in Bhubaneswar, Cuttack, and Puri. What was the news?
It is the demand for in metro station in Bhubaneswar is which actually not being demanded in the parliament to Odisha. That's the news.
No, Odisha government has had ready. Previous government had made a plan and they had acquired land into government started. This current government, state government, what they have done, they have scrapped the metro project. So, what is your opinion? That Bhubaneswar need a metro?
It will provide certain benefits and reduce the traffic in the region and should be there in information.
But our Mohammed or Ahmad and Lakshmi buses, where we see that those buses are hardly full. Only on some routes really passengers. So when that capacity is not being utilized fully, is there a need for metro? Or for future we should do it from now?
Actually, from Bhubaneswar to Puri, there are many passengers in the Rajasthan period, and because of the several devotees are coming from not only from India but from outside as well. So I think there is a metro project to facilitate them.
Already Bhubaneswar is having an international airport. Now next international airport is coming in which part?
And
What is the recent news? We already one month incident related to that.
several officials actually came to provide some examinations so that there will be no consequences of any to the environment and to the animals living in that region. Right, everything is that for the animals.
Okay, fine. So that will be the interview.
Niranjan, you can relax with the first to the chat and get stress relief. So answers are good, at least decoration of individuals are to add more people, the cost is second, and then the opinion is I mean, there was a operation on the first, the second is identified as the pinpointed. Opinion related to the question, opinion of current affairs of the lean. It's a lean and it is late to this. Second, suppose more questions and agriculture operation is the right generation nahi doctor civil service of the so আমি তো কয় বারে agriculture মানে কোনটা that সেই সাবজেক্ট যে আমি সাবজেক্টটা ফলো করতে পারছি না এই করে most secondary ফলো করছে আমার সেই কিছু so better famous also search करती जो मैं नहीं study like the say the right runner study तो मला को भी का समझ philosophy तो राइटर से किसी आता आपण सेरडी के जे कितना रिसेंटली अच्छी थोड़ा रिसेंटली लॉन्च हुई थी काय कुठे अशी 10 सीक्रेट्स कुठे अशी तो सेल्फ लागला ऑल टाइम क्लास स्टुडंट की समस्या झाली तरी ते सेल also किती जे ऑपरेशन शिकत असतात गोष्टी आउट की अपडेट करायला so ते आपण बोलले करंट अफेअर्स ची अच्छी पूरा अच्छी आणि जर क्वेश्चन पेपर चा हमारा ऑपरेशन का करंट अफेअर्स से लिहिलं होतं ते आपके बेटर तो सेट में रोज त्यांचे साथ गोष्टीले ना फादर दिलेले कारण सगळं किसी कुछ समजत नाही तर आपण सेट अंदर आपण सुद्धा वो क्वेश्चन आंसर दे दिले तसे नाही की नॉर्मल 200 to 125 सर
that's
I don't know. Yeah, but we can expect more interview down she connect more intellectual qualified. And I'm one step ahead to go to my destination.
So this is still realistic.
after smile both coming as a smiling
No, yeah, I'm not boys to quality to see yet. Just that American interview start with a hospital time guiding the issue that. I'm just you guys don't need that. I'm not going to express. So then you are going to travel. What do you think that it was? So what are you going to do? You are actually the strength to be able to enhance further. Professor worship and interview pass for that. Mind layer. Asking 100% of the knowledge is always I do not recall. मुझे आने की ना कंप्यूटर देखिए जब हम प्लान करते हैं एवं बोलो तो करंट को बोलने नहीं है
मोर असेसमेंट का कोने के स्माइल का के मेंटेन करिवे सेटा की प्रैक्टिस करें एक्चुअली एज इट इज which when I would otherwise be seriously do that's what the optional is prepare for it for optional and all other prepare for it right so for some options current affairs follow current affairs every day no same thing जो तो मैं इंटरव्यू की तारों की संभाला नहीं देखती हूँ one communication for the
actually smiling basically and so everybody smiling throughout the period
certain things बहुत ही serious question पता था related to terrorist attack where people have died there India no missile kala da also much of it भी अभी कौन ऑफिस general this is the general rule but there are exceptions because in the order which difficult or anything about sensitive question पता रहा सेंटर ऑफ the ऑफिस पर there about the culture who do you think is responsible for the death of 470 plus people so say वो हंसी तो बड़े कि पाराशर हम पढ़ के recently forest department ने इसको बहुत बड़े लेकिन infrastructure तो अपन लोग तो ड्राइंग को डिपार्टमेंट का अपन कौन स्टेप्स ले कि अपन EU ट्रैवल पढ़ Okay. So ସେଇଠି ଆମକୁ ହସିକି କହିଲେ ସେଇଟା it's a very serious question. ଠିକ ଅଛି ସେଇଟା ଦେଖିବାକୁ ପଡିବ କଣ୍ଟେକ୍ସଟ ଟାକୁ ଦେଖିକି କହିବାକୁ
But on the whole, our proposal something achieved. And just practice, patient, survival options, but just first, second, third, because of the pitch boundary. All of this. Fine, then.
That's what I